Hello friends, Coastie Chris here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope you're having a great day. So I'm sorry it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I went up to Acadia and took about a week off, and I'll do a review of Acadia and my trip up there shortly. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to doing that review. Now today we're going to go over Red Wing Shoes boot oil, and we're going to apply it to my St. Elias Vask boots that I've had for about 8 years now. And I've had them so long because I take care of them. And taking care of your footwear is critically important. You should buy the best footwear you can afford and then take care of it, rather than buying cheap stuff over and over that's going to tear up your feet. So the boot oil is an essential part of giving nutrients back to the boot that it had when it became leather, went from a hide to leather. That's why you have boot oil. And if you're unfamiliar with Red Wing Shoes, they're a fantastic shoe company for those who are on their feet all day, every day. They specialize in, footwear for law enforcement, first responders, construction workers, nurses, doctors, people who need really good footwear. So I just bought my inserts and I did a review of those inserts. I hope you can check that video out as well. Now we're going to take a look at their boot oil, and let's go ahead and apply it to the St. Elias. Alright, so I have my trusty St. Elias boots here. Now, along with their oil, I have their horsehair brush. And what horsehair does is it absorbs some of the oil and it lets you apply it then evenly. As it absorbs it, it acts like a sponge, and then you're not gonna have, unevenly spaced oil. And so I'm just gonna apply a little bit of oil. I've already applied some to the brush. Just a little bit more to soak it in there. And now you can apply it with your fingers, but it's just not going to be as even, and honestly just not as satisfying as using a horsehair brush. So here with our horsehair now, what I'm specifically targeting is these crinkles right here. Now, as these crinkles develop, they could dry and crack, and if they crack and split, I have one area back here that I caught a rock the wrong way, and that's damaged the leather. I don't want that to happen en masse here, where these tension and fraction lines are starting to build up. So I want to reapply some of the nutrients that this leather had when it was brand new. So it might darken it a little bit, but let's go ahead and start applying. So here you can see it's already just so satisfying to go on there with the horsehair. And don't worry, you can be as liberal as you want with that first application, and then go back through and take off any excess. You're not gonna hurt any of the other items with the oil. So, I have some metal parts on here. I have, those grommets, nice quality grommets. I have things that aren't leather. I have, plastic-based, my sole and some of these other waterproof sections. Don't worry about it. You can always take the oil off, but the oil isn't going to hurt any of the other parts of the boot. We'll apply a little bit more oil, let it soak into that horsehair a little bit. And the guy at Red Wing Shoes said that the next time I go to apply, I may not even have to put any oil on because the horsehair will have absorbed so much of the oil. So the back is good except for that one section there. I want to make sure that I treat it as nicely as possible, and I don't want to forget the tongue up here as well. In my review, one of the things I like the most about my St. Elias boots here is that this tongue is connected on all sides. It really helps with the waterproofing. So if you get water on top of your boot, a lot of them it's a separate tongue to the rest of the boot. But you can go ahead and look at that review. I encourage you to take a look at that video and see all the other reasons why I like this boot as well. And again, I've had this for over 7 years, almost 8 years now. We just get in between all those grommets, pushing them up. And I also wanted to encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys want to see. I do all sorts of stuff. being in the outdoors and the equipment and mindset reuse, that's just part of my life. And so I want to make sure that I'm providing the content that y'all find interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go back through one more time. Make sure, especially focusing on those crinkly areas up front, making sure they're absorbing all the oil they can. And you can already see how much darker it's getting. Now it will lighten back up a little bit. The oil is fresh, but it won't be as light for a long time as it was before we applied this oil. All right. And that's all there is to it. I'll go ahead and do my other one and then we'll be good. I'll go ahead and dry this off. Now they do recommend that you apply their spray, their leather protecting spray after you apply the boot oil. It was just out of my budget at the time, but that does help seal in these nutrients so they don't evaporate off. But you don't need it. You don't need the leather protector after you do the boot oil, but of course it's better. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you all take care of your boots and your other equipment. And more importantly, hope you stay safe and have fun out there. Coastie Chris out.